Hello, William. See, you claim that you go after people that deserve to be gone after. Like, you claim that I deserve to be gone after. Which I find interesting. I mean, you claim to go after these monsters. Such as your latest victim, Phil Hensey. I looked real deep into what he's doing. And you know it's funny? You know it's really funny? By doing that, you just proved my point for me. You literally just proved my point. That you will go after anybody who looks different than you. You don't give a fuck about anybody but yourself. And you know what's even sadder? The fact that you can sit there and blatantly think that you're some sort of hero. Playing pretend on the fucking internet. And it's funny, you sit there and attack me for how I feel because of what you've done to me, my friends, and my family, and how you've constantly committed felonies against me, including mail theft and several other things, and yet you expect me to be okay with what you do. You expect me to be okay with mail theft 2 different times, and sending a dead baby pig in the mail, and a dead baby pig brain most recently in the mail to my house, disguising it as a science project, when really you were doing it to be sick and fucking disgusting. Now don't get me wrong, I love horror movies. Okay? I love the Annabelle movies, I love the Saw movies. You know, I'm a horror junkie. I love horror films. But there's a difference between horror movies and just being fucking disgusting. And you think that you're this badass, or you act like you're this savior of the people. I mean, you know, yeah, Tibbs, he may be on that radar of being weird. I'll give you that. I will admit, Tibbs does have a few screws loose. But don't we all have a few screws loose? I know I do. I'm not ashamed to admit that I got a few screws loose. And my music shows that. My music clearly shows that I have a lot going on in my life. I have a lot of things that are wrong with me upstairs because of people like you, William. It's people like you that are a fucking cancer to this world. And you act like everything's all good, which I find interesting. You act like everything's all good and that, oh, we're gonna do this forever. No, you're not. Eventually you're gonna run into the wrong one, who actually will be untouchable. And when that day comes, your friends ain't gonna be around to save you if you keep going down the route you're going. So I'm telling you right now, William, if I was you, bro, I would personally stop. Personally, you know what I would do? If I was you, I would personally go in, delete all my social media, and go in and get a regular 9-to-5 job. That's what I would do. I mean, it's funny to me. You are literally a hypocrite. Quite literally, you are the world's biggest hypocrite. You judge me for my supposed sins and my supposed wrongdoings, but yet you've done way worse So, how does that make you a saint? When you have done far worse shit than I could ever even imagine, or Marty, or Inward Boy, or anybody. You've done far worse to me than I would ever do to you or Marty. And yet, you claim to be a badass. When in reality, you're not. You're just a dude behind a computer screen that just happens to be a little bit tech savvy. And yeah, sure, you may have destroyed both of my Xboxes. And yeah, sure, you may have destroyed both of my PCs and both hard drives that went with them, costing me over $2,000 in damages. But guess what? The Xbox and the PC can be fixed. Only reason why I can't get them fixed right now is because guess what? My family ain't got the money for it. You can hide behind all the VPNs that you want, William. You can hide behind your little friends. You can hide behind little Marty that ran away from going to court because he was scared to stand on business. Which brings me to my next point. You claim that you're not a supporter, but yet you support Marty and N-word boy. See, Marty is a supporter. He has had actual real convicted on his panels and has actually showed them friendship. The three main ones who I always mention, White Bowser, Anaconda Sin, and Tony the Black Dragon. He has showed all three of them friendship. And your little best friend Bud, N-word boy, even though he tries to hide it, even though he tries to play off like I don't have his info, I do. I looked into him. And guess what? But yet, you claim to not be a supporter, but yet you support Marty and you support N-word boy. Marty, who is a supporter, and N-word boy, who is a So, tell me again how you're not a supporter. What, you don't think I don't know that Marty and William and N-word boy try to play that shit off like they're not? See, the problem with you, William, is this. You think that whole thing of blackmail is going to work forever against everyone, and it's just not. You may have been able to blackmail Kira with the shit. Yeah, you may have blackmailed her by forcing her into a relationship with a known troll who is which you guys are forcing her to make tapes and then blackmailing them with her. You know, you're blackmailing her with tapes and shit. Which, by the way, that's another felony, but that's not on me. That's on her to do that shit. But regardless of that, at the end of the day, you think that your crimes are going to go unpunished. Eventually, karma comes around and bites us all in the ass eventually, William. Karma comes right back around and bites us all in the ass eventually, my friend. And I hate to say it, but one day, karma will come and get you. Karma's gotten me more than once. And guess what? I learned my lesson. But you clearly haven't. So, what are you going to do when karma comes around and bites you in the ass, and you either end up with a broken computer that cannot be repaired no matter what you do? And, William, you want to know why? You want to know why I refuse to get a regular job, William? See, here's the real reason. You think it's because I'm scared. But the truth is, it's because I see through your trap. And see, I know what you're trying to do, and I hate to say it, but you're failing quite miserably. See, you want me to get a regular job so that you can either call up there, or you want to have somebody come up there, get photos and pictures of me, until I flip the out on a fucking troll who just happens to be a Karen, and then I end up with a charge. What, you don't think I don't see through that shit? You truly are a special breed of stupid, William. You really are. I'll give that to you. You truly are a special breed of stupid. So, if I was you, William, like I said, I would practice what you preach. I really would. I would practice what you preach. I would get off of social media if I was you. I would delete all my YouTubes, all my Facebooks, all my Discords, everything. And I'd get a regular 9-to-5 job, because here's another little secret for you, bud. Something that I don't think you want to accept, but you're going to have to accept. And that is, eventually, everybody's going to move on from you. Everybody's going to forget about what you did to me, and what Marty did to me, and that whole set of shit, and they're going to forget about, ultimately, you. Because eventually, when people get tired enough of it, which they will get tired eventually, you're not going to have any viewers. And when you don't have any viewers, how are you going to make a living? Think about it. At least with people like me, I keep shit interesting. I do vocal covers, I do music, I do artwork, I do hangout streams. And I also do music videos and short films. So I have plenty enough to keep me going for the rest of my life. But you're a one-trick pony. And I hate to say it, man, but before long, that one trick's going to run out. And people are going to start to get bored. And they're going to move on. Then where will you be? Nowhere. You know what the definition of insanity is, William? Doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. Sounds like something you do with me all the time. Expecting a different result that you're never going to get. Because I'm not a coward. I'm never going to give you what you want. Because guess what? I don't negotiate with terrorists like you. I don't negotiate with people that are a cancer to this world. And quite frankly, you are a cancer to this world by everything you do. So William, if I was you, man, I'd take my advice. I would shut down all my social media entirely, including Discord. I would disconnect from Marty and N-Word Boy, because like I said, Marty is a supporter and N-Word Boy is clear his girlfriend while he is in college. And like I said, Marty supports by allowing them to have a platform. He's given Tony the Black Dragon, Anaconda, and White Bowser all a platform. And is good friends with them. But yet, you claim that you're not a but by supporting Marty, you're essentially supporting. So if I was you, if you really are what you say you're about, and you say that you hate, then if I was you, I would distance myself from Marty and N-word boy, man. Just saying. Because Marty's a and N-word boy is a actual. So why not distance yourself from him, dude? I know I would. But that's just me. But as of right now, you technically are a supporter by association. So, with that being said, I am wiping my hands clean of you. Because I do not associate with supporters like you. And I sure as fuck don't negotiate with like you that want to sit there and ruin lives for a quick buck and a quick view. Just saying. I'm just telling you the reality of it, because you can run for so long. You can only run for a certain amount of time. But eventually you will get caught, because time has a way of catching up with all of us, including you. You're no different. So if I was you, man, I would shut down all my social media. Do like I said, get a regular job. And that's what I would do, because that's what you need to be doing, is a regular 9 to 5. Instead of going around and ruining people's lives for clicks and views and for a quick laugh. And quite frankly, it's fucking stupid, and it's not a good look for you. So, William, do yourself a favor and do like you're always telling me. Get off the fucking internet. Get a job.